What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today's episode, we are going all in on our AMD tailgate for our EV-C10. We're going to be doing a flip kit for the handle and making some modifications for some really trick LED lighting that we're doing in the back of the truck. We have some nice carbon fiber bits coming in. Should be here any minute. But first, let's take a trip down nostalgia lane. We're gonna go back on the chassis table, go back in time with Donnie, do this flip kit with the handle.
Okay, this is Tailgate Tuesday, but on a Wednesday. So Tim has this great idea of building this infinity light that goes back here. Only problem is, if we do the infinity light, we're not gonna be able to get to the latch. I have to figure out a way to reverse the latch to make these push pins come out and detach the tailgate. But for now, I gotta take this all apart, come back here, and somehow make a panel so the reverse handle will still work. Because I'm gonna cut this box out right here, and then I'll just recess this down however far I have to go to make the pull pins work. I think it's gonna be simple, but you know, the things you think are simple always turn to be a pain in the ass. So let's start taking it apart and we'll figure out what we got going on here. So this is gonna dive down here, 2 inches down, deep into this, 2 inches, and then we'll come back here, make a separate panel and mold into that.
You make that hole with your eyes closed.
What are you talking about? It's perfectly straight. It'll make more sense once I design. It took me a second to kind of wrap my head around it. Do you like it?
Once I get my head wrapped around it, I probably will.
Got the box built, tacked together. Now we're gonna test the theory of how this is gonna work. This is gonna go into this, will then fully get welded later on. I made this patch panel with some little tabs. This little bad Larry's gonna go right over here. Boom. And we got ourselves an opening panel over here, brothers. So now all I gotta do is put the rods in, align it all, and I'll weld it in here with nice tight seams. All right, time to put rib nuts on. We got 6 we got to put in total, and then from there we'll put the faceplate on, and this package deal is donezo. Handle is ready to go.
All right, so now that our handle's been swapped, we got Hutch from Hutch's Welding. We gotta bring in the big guns today to be able to do this light bar. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually do an LED light across the back of the tailgate so that it has that really modern futuristic look. We are going to be cutting up our AMD tailgate so we can make room for our tail light. So Harvey already made real estate for our tail light box. And what we have here is a nice big sheet of Lexan. This Lexan is gonna act as our lens. Let's pull this out real quick, Harvey. So we pulled out the center section there. So what we're gonna do is Harvey's gonna make a trough to be able to fit down inside of here. To be able, for Steve Mullins of LED Lighting, he's gonna make like a really cool LED bar that goes across the back of this truck. The first thing we gotta do is we gotta go over to our arc light plasma table and cut a piece of 16 gauge so Harvey can then break the edges and get this bad boy to fit in there.
Because we didn't have a break big enough, what we did was actually cut this in half. Just a good example of some different options you have in case you don't have all the tooling.
You done yet?
We're almost there. We'll do some more trimming and we'll get it welded in.
All right, so the only thing we have to do is get with Steve and see if this depth is good. What's up, buddy? Hey, the LED man. What do you think about this trough design that we got going on?
Oh, perfect.
That'll give you your jazz to be able to do the infinity box, right?
Absolutely.
We'll just drill holes accordingly later when you want to do the wiring and everything, right?
All we're really going to need is 1/4 inch hole.
Looks like we're good to go on that inch depth trough. Hutch is making quick work of this rear tailgate. It actually looks kind of cool with it just like that.
A little recessed gate, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this a little bit tighter, run a series of tacks all over it, go ahead and fill it in with some silicone bronze, shave it all down, and should be good to go. Laser light show. Kind of bouncing around. You don't want to concentrate too much heat in one area because you'll actually get a lot of warpage. Got our panel all smoothed out, blended and welded. Donnie's drawing us up a flange that's going to mount our Lexan and mount to the tailgate. So I'm gonna put this back on the truck and see how it looks.
It clears!
Oh, it got glow!
It clears! It's definitely like just barely touching. Like you meant to do it.
That's right, man.
What'd you say?
I said, that's right, man.
No, before that, you whispering to Donny?
Tighter than fish. I try to whisper it.
Donny, can you please draw the trim ring and not use any expletives? It's a family show.
That's actually all set.
Oh, okay. So
Tell
what
me
do you
what
got?
you think. All right, I got all your measurements. I made a little trim ring for you.
For this little trim piece, you did that you by yourself, right? Donny had nothing to do with it?
man. No, Donnie didn't do anything. I actually cut this out with my eyes. I used my laser vision.
We're gonna try to tap into the Lexan, guys, because it's a 1/4 inch thick. It's pretty beefy. It's gonna take a little bit for Steve to come down and do our infinity light in the back of the tailgate. We have a lot of wiring to do in a future episode. For right now, we're gonna do some really cool door handles in our EV-C10.
What we got going on are some R35 door handles. They're gonna be flush mounted. Donnie made a nice little piece here on the plasma. We're gonna cut this section out. We're gonna throw this girl in here. So first thing we wanna do is we wanna start creating some sort of mounting system. We're gonna use this hole, I believe this hole, and this hole back here. Again, taking nice brand new products and cutting them up. So we have our first piece done. As you can see, made some tabs. Now it's time for the incision.
Our GTR handles are done. These things look super cool. Really bring the truck to a modern age. I really like the way these things are nice and flush. Obviously, they need a little more body work, but they're pretty set. Harvey really killed it on this install. Can't be more happy than that. Boom. The time has come. We have to bid Mr. Harvey goodbye. So there's only one thing left to do before you leave.
What's that?
We gotta do a burnout. Dude, he dug 2 proper holes in the pavement. What a stinking savage. That was awesome. I hear Mike making all kinds of noise. Let's go see what he's got going on.
I got some APR goodies. Y'all could help me. This has got to be one of the things I've been looking forward to seeing the most out of everything. Oh boy. What the hell is that? It's our carbon fiber wing. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Oh, that's awesome. They put the mounting plates way wide. Oh my God, it's perfect. It is so freaking perfect.
We taped it all up. We don't want to scratch it. Now we're here with Mikey Rolls, and we're going to be mounting this to the back of the bed of the EV-C10. This is going to give us downforce, but honestly, this is going to give us more of a wow factor for SEMA.
I mean, obviously, this isn't something you typically see in a square body, but then again, this isn't your typical square body.
Today is all about science. A wing actually works by causing vacuum. So when you're going fast, 130 plus, trucks and cars tend to have a tendency to want to lift. So as that happens, you lose traction. So what people do is they put wings. When we're going really fast, we need the whole truck to be planted and not get lighter.
APR sells this right off their website. It's a full carbon fiber dual foil wing. This is the biggest one they sell. This is an off-the-shelf product, guys. We didn't make this just for the truck. We don't want this thing to be way up in the air. We're gonna want it really nice and tight and low to give this thing a really sleek, aggressive look because the truck's really low to the ground. As cool it would be to have the wing way up high, more functional, it just kind of looked like a shopping cart.
So I'm actually gonna trim the bed, open these holes up. I'm gonna drop this down. We're gonna get it where we want. Then I gotta do all the bracketry on the plasma. I think it's time to cut some stuff up and mount it in.
Science!
Science, boys! All right, now that I got the wing in here, now I have to go ahead and physically measure how I'm gonna do the bracket. I'm gonna do something very simple where it comes down and it has an L shape where I'm gonna weld to the back of this for support. And then I'll make my adjustability here in the back for it to go up and down. So now this is the fun part. I get to measure everything and figure out how I'm gonna cut it on QCAD. So I take some pretty crude measurements, and then what I end up doing here is I put all the dimensions in, and then from there I really kind of smooth everything out. I got all the angles I'm gonna delete some lines here, and then I'm gonna use this bottom piece and then start making this the piece that I actually weld to the bed. So this will have a slot to adjust the wing, this will have a hole for the hardware, and I'm gonna start cleaning all this up and smoothing it out and then put some sort of a design in here that welds, because this is the part you're actually gonna see. Now that I have my bracketing here, this is all the way compressed. So this is gonna be the lowest I want this to go. So this is the base measurement, what I'm gonna do to get this in. And all I did was make this 4.5-inch tab in the back here that I'm gonna weld on the inside and outside. That's gonna hold it. So now it's cool, I'll take all this apart. The wing comes out if you ever have to service it. And I'm gonna make some cover plates out of aluminum for the top. So now that both are in, I'm gonna weld it. We are hammering on down the clown town, as I would say. I'm just gonna cap it. I'm gonna do a really cool aluminum piece that wraps around the contours with a big old oval in the middle that hugs this really tight, that hides everything. So now we gotta rib nut these bad boys in. Heck yeah! Whew. Trim pieces in. If I did all my measurements correctly, the wing will fit right in. Final moment, the big reveal. Wing on, wing in, bolted in. We'll see if she works. This is a wrap on the fabrication of the wing install that we did not fabricate, we bought from
APR?
APR.
You know what they stand for?
No, aerodynamic position remedial sensors.
There's no S.
The wing's done, it's installed, trim pieces are done, it's here, and honestly, it looks rowdy.
We got our light box done on the back tailgate so Steve Mullins can come down and do his infinity box. We're gonna do some LEDs on the brake lights over here as well. So the whole thing's gonna be one big light bar, guys. And Harvey really knocked it out of the park with the GTR handles. Next episode, we're gonna continue on this build. We're gonna continue on the suspension. We also have some more fab work we have to do. And also we're getting a big package from Vibrant coming soon for the cooling system, so we can keep this thing under temperature.
Guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. It means a lot that you're watching us, watch us. Just wanna say thank you guys so much for checking us out and subscribing. And now we're gonna, I think he can edit it, right? Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. Bye. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing.